Vienon dziurą blue dla Ukraina Oksana Lівач.
Semi-final match, 50 kilograms in the blue. There is Oksana Lівач, 28 years old, representing Ukraine. Her opponent in the opposite corner, wearing the red tonight, will be Elizaveta Smirnova, the 26-year-old UWW athlete. Leon Casitas with us in the broadcast booth. And Leon, we get our first look at women's freestyle this week at the European Championships. A lot of points and a lot of separation is what I took away from the qualifying rounds earlier today.
Great to be here, Sean. I agree to that same thing you just said. A lot of points, some very quick matches sometimes. We can expect some real fireworks going on today.
First 5 weights of women's freestyle, and then they will bring in the remaining 5 weights tomorrow. This is one of the few days where 2 different styles will be on full display. Later on tonight, we close out this year's edition of the Greco-Roman competition. The introductions have been made. We are ready for action. Semifinals are opening weight of women's freestyle. And we start at 50 kilograms in the red for UWW. Elizaveta Smirnova, 26 years old, taking on Oksana Lівач of Ukraine, coming out in the blue. And immediately a quick arm drag attempt there by Smirnova, smothered effectively by Lівач.
So what we're looking at is the reigning European champion, Oksana Lівач, against last year's world bronze medalist from the UWW team, Elizaveta Smirnova.
Smirnova had a tremendous run in Zagreb at the World Championships, reaching the podium as a bronze medal winner. We saw her earlier this year at the ranking series event where she won a bronze as well at this weight.
Both women are working that tie really, really hard. They're not taking any risks at all at standing here right now.
First verbal warning given to Smirnova. Next time she'll go up onto the activity clock. She's on the attack here, driving hard. Lівач on both knees as she is driven out of bounds. Good attack there by Smirnova.
So this is a perfect example of the new rule set from this year, that even if you're grounded and you get it counts as a step out if you go outside out of bounds. Last year's rule set said that if you step out from standing, there's a point, but if you're grounded with your knees down, there's no point awarded.
And the reason they made the change, wrestlers were getting pretty crafty when they get toward the edge of the mat, and they sensed that possibly they were in trouble to give out the step out point. They would drop down to the knees knowing that they would be protected. Not the case this year.
They were definitely taking advantage of that, and they cannot do that anymore. So that means even if you're grounded on your knees, you're still giving up points, unless there have been points scored before this.
2 straight attacks here, Leon, by Lівач. She gets the step out. Now she'll get the takedown in the 2. Boy, it looked like she caught Smirnova flat-footed a little bit after the whistle.
She definitely did. In a match like this, you have to be focused the whole time. You cannot let down your focus at all. Beautiful arm drag attempts there by Smirnova.
She will get the 1. You can tell that's her go-to for Smirnova. That's twice she's hit the drag. Hasn't been able to get the takedown from it, but she gets the step out point. So good action here in the opening 2 minutes. A 3-2 lead for Oksana Lівач.
No finger. Contact blue, red, давай.
So back to what I was talking about again, about the new updated rules. So there, you will not get awarded a step out point if you've scored a point just before the step out, even if your opponent is out of bounds. On their knees, sorry, grounded. So if you're grounded, but there's been points scored, like a gut wrench or something, you don't get awarded an extra point if you get out of bounds from there.
Lівач again able to take a lot of territory as she just pushed her way and able to get another step out point. So Lівач goes up 4-2, 17 seconds remaining in this opening period. Showcasing some of her strength, looking to defend the European title that she won a year ago. Smirnova drops in on a low leg here. You see stuffing the head by Lіваč, now up into a single, but time had expired. Just when it looked like Smirnova was improving her position, the clock bails out Oksana Lіваč in a entertaining opening 3 minutes. Both wrestlers on the offensive in the first period.
A very entertaining match we're looking at. And in freestyle wrestling, anything can happen. A 2-point lead, a 4-point lead is not much in freestyle wrestling. Correction, women's wrestling and freestyle wrestling.
Center.
This was the last shot late by Smirnova, but just did not have enough time to finish it off. Second period ready to start, just getting underway. Wednesday locally here in Tirana. We hit midweek. Semifinals for women's freestyle, Greco-Roman finals to follow.
Blue, no block, no block, blue, stop blocking.
Ear to ear, both wrestlers near the center. Collar tie now by Lівач. Lівač with very strong hands for this weight class. She has been able to have success winning a couple of European championships because of her sheer strength that she brings each and every night.
Yes, she's been very consistent at medaling every year here.
Snap attempt by Lіваč. Smirnova back up onto her feet. Don't you get the impression, Leon, if you're Smirnova, you want to operate with a little bit more space. You don't want to get into these close tie-ups with Lіваč.
You really don't. She needs to switch stances, go for that arm drag. She's been very successful with that in the first period.
She's hit that a couple of times. Has her head buried underneath. Lівač just steering the ship a little bit in the center. Referee will stop at 1:43 to go. 4-2 lead for the defending European champion from Ukraine.
You can see how she's working with a low stance,
Red contact.
putting pressure on Smirnova, not backing down at all. Beautiful.
Yeah, long range shot there, counter beautifully by Lіваč, and she will take her out of bounds for the two. Little separation now, up by 4, 6-2. See if that changes how Lіваč approaches this final minute.
She's doing a great job working that collar tie, not leaving any space for Smirnova to do any high dives, no double legs at all. Or her arm drags she showed us in the beginning of the match. She's totally neutralizing her.
Red contact, blue contact, bye-bye.
Takes a toll as well, that constant torque, the hand of Lіваč for 6 minutes on the back of your neck. This is the time of the match where it can grind away at an opponent. Smirnova trying to get to the arm, cannot. Lівač sitting in a real good position, wants to make sure she doesn't walk into any type of late trap. Short time as we wind this semifinal down at 50 kilograms, and it will be the defending champion back into the finals one more time. She won titles in 19. She won again last year. She is going to be making her 5th trip to the European Championship Finals. Oksana Lіваč 6-2, your winner in the semifinals at 50 kilograms.